Everyone selling matcha in Malaysia have a spike in their revenue. We saw opportunity in matcha powder on 2018. My name is KaiHoAw from Forest Cloud. We do have a Penang, a roastery, and also a cafe in Penang, and then also here in PJ is our experience store and also our warehouse. Before that, we are a cafe. When we started the business, we are in Penang. So the limited population in Malaysia, we have to explore more products category. We saw opportunity in matcha powder on 2018. So we started to get matcha from Japan from 2018. That's how we started till now.
From a small cafe in Penang to a global brand, how did he build it step by step? We sat down to talk about it.
You find matcha is a global wave. What concrete supply demand signal are you seeing?
In the US, there's a lot of TikTok trend that is doing a lot of matcha. It slowly goes to Southeast Asia or the whole world. Everyone that is selling matcha in Malaysia have a spike in their revenue in a way. I believe this will continue to sustain.
As their matcha business kept growing, a new challenge emerged. Raw material shortages began to threaten everything they built.
The first challenge that we have during this matcha trend is the supply. Previously, we only work on Japan supply. I think Japan have really limited supply of matcha, and also the price have been increased. Supply is not stable at all. A lot of Japanese farm from sencha moving to planting on matcha, but it takes time. We move our supply chain to add another line of category of products in matcha, which is the China matcha. And then we found out that in China, there's a lot of very good matcha farm. We contracted with two state of matcha, which is Zhejiang and also Hubei, to bring in China. At the same time, we use WorldFirst to pay our suppliers, which makes our collaboration much smoother. Payments in and out are almost hassle-free and really efficient.
How will Japan versus Chinese supply dynamics evolve in the next 3 years?
I think the quality difference gap is getting smaller and smaller. I think this is happen in all the industry whenever the Chinese involving, because they try to improve like very fast.
The general consumer think Japanese matcha represents for higher brand.
Matcha is so popular is because of the Japanese farmers, how they put all their care to the farm. I think there's certain quality and respect that we have. But I think for Malaysian, the acceptance of China products is very high. We have our own sales team to approach customer, but mainly in Penang and also in Selangor area. And then for consumer, we have two parts. One is experience store. Another channel will be the online channel. We are selling to Thailand, Singapore, Brunei, and also a little bit to Indonesia. So we will list all our products in Shopee, Lazada, TikTok, and also we have our own website. Shopee is our #1 platform for. And then other than that, we do sell through distributor.
How do you qualify distributors?
First of all, we try to look for partners that do not sell the similar product. It depends on the channel of their selling. And then how do we make sure that our brand is always there instead of
about matcha or kind of beverage in Malaysia versus other countries?
When we comparing China and Malaysia, I think Malaysian, it tends to drink a little bit stronger in a way. So for example, if you are using 3 grams in China, but when we come into Malaysia, I think at least 5 to 6 grams.
So when customizing recipes, how do you balance taste and margin?
We always try to keep our costing. For example, the market is selling like 10 ringgit. So we always try to control the costing about 25% from it, because the margin looks big, but we need to cover a lot of stuff for all this cafe owner. So when we are doing this, costing have to be sustainable to the cafe and owner as well.
You portal like this kind of traceability or some kind of transparent. How deep you do disclose?
We try to disclose on all our packaging is the region, definitely. So we will put China, Zhejiang, and then we will put the varietal of the matcha. Like for example, this is Longjing, and then this is Fuding Dabai. And then we will also work with our farmer, and then we will also check with the farmers, how long do you shade your matcha? So the longer you shade your matcha, the more umami, the more L-theanine that is coming out from the tea itself. So the shading is important. For example, in Japanese, most of them is 21 days, but some China farmers, they will even work until 22 or 23 days in a way. So we will check on all this information.
why you insist on your own brand versus OEM, and what does that mean for channel and pricing?
I think this is since young. We always want to do our own brand. When we started, we do not have enough budget to do on branding. So I think this is something where we use time to prove it. So it's about 10 years already.
Shooting and for the broadcasting is all in-house.
Because our product is a bit more technical, like brewing coffee and brewing matcha, we need certain temperatures, certain brewing methods. During all these live host events, we try to educate our consumer. How do we brew? What's the flavor profile? It's like more to the educational communication with our consumer. We are working on a lot of like health conscious activity. So for example, last month we worked with, there's this event in Ampang, the campus. So we are doing a Pilate event. We collab with big names like Lululemon, like CLAF, all these big names do Pilate. Then we let you have a matcha tasting session. That went quite well. So a lot of people is coming over to join the event. So it's also something that moves our brands towards a health wellness event in a way.
What kind of partners are you looking for right now or in the future?
We are hoping to get more distributors that believe in the products, and also we hope we can grow together with them in different states of Malaysia. More people know about it, and then we will create more products in a way. So we hope to have more partners in Southeast Asia.